This is Go-MMT Radio.
Go-MMT Radio. Let's go.
Powered by Make My Trip, Go IBBO and Redbus.
एक जबरदस्त वीकेंड के बाद मंडे ऑफिस में काम करना बहुत मुश्किल बात है, विच इज वाई आई एम हियर टू कीप यू कंपनी. मेरा नाम है सोनू. वेलकम टू द शो. सुन रहे हैं आप Go-MMT रेडियो. एंड आज सोमवार है. येस, आई नो we are not in the best of our moods, but then I've got great music to pump you up. And also today happens to be 12th of September. आज है Mindfulness Day. ये एक ऐसा दिन है जहाँ पे we try to understand the benefit of mindfulness. अगर आप सेल्फ हेल्प की किताबें पढ़ती हैं तो माइंडफुलनेस के बारे में बहुत बार आपने पढ़ा होगा. इट्स एक्चुअली अ प्रैक्टिस ऑफ purposely bringing one's attention to the present moment without evaluation. छोटी सी बात है, बहुत ही छोटा सा टास्क है ये, लेकिन ये करने में बहुत ज़्यादा मुश्किल है. So that might be because we are so preoccupied. हम जब एक काम करते हैं we always think about the next thing that we are supposed to do or something that we did. We never live in the moment. तो आज से let us try and practice mindfulness. जो भी काम कर रहे हैं let us be there and give all our best. इनफैक्ट आज हमारे शो पे हम डिस्कस करेंगे 5 simple mindfulness practices that you can practice in your day-to-day life. इससे सबको बहुत ज़्यादा फायदा होगा and it is important that we practice it in our day-to-day life. So that is coming up next. कहीं मत जाइए, सुनते रहिए Go-MMT Radio. मेरा नाम है सोनू. Welcome to the show. UK Karan is going to join us in a little while. He is the manager for user experience department in Gurgaon, and let's see what he has got in store for us.
When I feel cold, I keep you close. And if I could hold you, I'd take you home. And when at night your toes touch mine, I'll sing you to sleep. If you were mine.
ब्रांड की बात on Go-MMT Radio.
ये जो है सिर्फ और सिर्फ आपके लिए है. इट इज एक्सक्लूसिव फॉर द Go-Trippers, क्योंकि ये है वंस इन अ लाइफ टाइम डील, खास आपके लिए और आपके फैमिली के लिए. यास आइलैंड विच इज इन अबू धाबी आप जा सकते हैं. और सिर्फ आप नहीं, आपको एक चांस मिल रहा है टू हॉलीडे. आई डोंट नो मैन, आई थिंक आई एम वेरी एक्साइटेड टू से दिस. लेट मी जस्ट फर्स्ट डाइजेस्ट इट, क्योंकि ये काफी बड़ा न्यूज है. इफ यू गो टू यास आइलैंड दुबई, यू गेट टू हॉलीडे विद नन अदर देन रणवीर सिंह. जी हाँ, सही सुना आपने. सो अभी बुक कीजिए अबू धाबी वेके एंड यू कैन चिल विद नन अदर देन रणवीर सिंह. एंड उसके लिए कूपन कोड भी है, आप यूज कर सकते हैं फ्लाई मी टू यास. आई स्पेल इट फॉर यू सो दैट इट्स क्लियर. FLYMETOYAS. जल्दी बुक करें, क्योंकि सेलेब के साथ वेके, आई थिंक यू डिजर्व इट, राइट?
ब्रांड की बात on Go-MMT Radio. This is Go-MMT Radio.
Let's go.
Powered by Make My Trip, Go IBBO and Redbus.
वेलकम बैक. सुन रहे हैं आप Go-MMT रेडियो. मेरा नाम है सोनू और आज हमारे शो पे हम मना रहे हैं माइंडफुलनेस डे. 12th of September विश्व भर में मनाया जाता है ये दिन. एंड माइंडफुलनेस इज बेसिकली अ कॉन्सेप्ट और अ प्रैक्टिस वेयर वी ट्राई टू लिव इन द मोमेंट विदाउट इवैल्यूएटिंग मच. कितनी बार ऐसा हुआ है कि आप ऑफिस आते हैं बहुत ही जल्दबाजी में, विदाउट इवन थिंकिंग अबाउट हाउ यूड लाइक थिंग्स to go, and before you know it, something or someone has rubbed you in the wrong way and you have reacted automatically. बहुत ही ज्यादा frustration के साथ, बहुत ही ज्यादा impatience के साथ, बहुत ही ज्यादा गुस्से के साथ. In other words, you found yourself acting in a way that you never intended to. So if you don't want to be doing this, mindfulness is a great practice to be inculcated. You don't have to be stuck in these patterns. क्योंकि mindfulness जो है ये दिन ब दिन थोड़ी थोड़ी करके अगर आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे it will become a part of your lifestyle. So आज हम बात करेंगे about 5 things that will help you be a little more mindful. सबसे पहले start with a purpose. आप इंटेंशन के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं एंड दिस इज एक्चुअली द अंडरलाइंग मोटिवेशन फॉर एवरीथिंग वी थिंक और डू. सो फ्रॉम ब्रेन्स पर्सपेक्टिव, when we act in unintended way, there is a disconnect between faster and unconscious impulses of the lower brain centers and the slower conscious wiser abilities of the higher centers like the prefrontal cortex. तो सबसे पहले आप जो भी काम करें, you start with the purpose. Given that the unconscious brain is in charge of most of our decision making and behaviors, this practice can actually help you align with conscious thinking with a primal emotion drive that lower centers care about. So safety के अलावा there are lot of other motivations as well, like reward, connection, purpose, self identity and core values. So जब आप intention अपना एकदम सही रखते हैं, most of the time you will be successful. For example, before checking phones or email, sit on your bed or a chair in a relaxed posture. अपनी आंखें बंद करें and connect with the sensations of your seated body. Make sure that your spine is straight. ज़्यादा अकड़ के बैठने की ज़रूरत नहीं है, but make sure that you're comfortable. Then you can go for 3 long, deep, nourishing breaths. उसके बाद ask yourself, what is that you intend to do today? आप क्या कर सकते हैं ताकि आप अपने काम में 100% दें? क्या क्वालिटी है जो आप स्ट्रेंथन करना चाहेंगे, जिसे आप डेवलप करना चाहेंगे? वाई डू आई नीड टू टेक बेटर केयर ऑफ माई सेल्फ? हाउ माइट आई feel more connected and fulfilled? And then set your intention for the day, and throughout the day keep checking on yourself. Are you fulfilling that intention? Now, mindful eating, very very important again, which I think most of us have stopped doing. Basically mindful eating जो है, it is about enjoying every mouthful. It's easy enough to reduce eating to a sensation of bite, chew and swallow. लेकिन who hasn't eaten a plate full of food without noticing what they are doing, right? Eating जो है बहुत ज़्यादा सुकून देता है, and for foodies especially, it engages all of us. लेकिन mindfully eating is very very important. First of all, breathe before you start eating. Then listen to your body. On a scale of 1 to 10, being that you don't feel any physical sensation of hunger, and 10 being you're very hungry. तो खाने से पहले अपने आप से पूछें, क्या मैं वाकई में काफ़ी ज़्यादा भूखा हूँ? And your physical sensations will kind of lower, your stomach starts growling. तो ये सारे signals पे आप ध्यान दें. Also, eat according to your hunger. जितनी भूख है उतना ही खाएं. Practice peaceful eating. Now this is something that we don't do, क्योंकि हम हमेशा या फिर फोन पे मैसेजेस देखते हैं या फिर टीवी देखते हुए खाना खाते हैं. That is something that you should not be doing. तो अगला मील जो आपका है, slow down, continue to breathe deeply as you eat. And it is not easy to digest or savor food if you are not relaxed. So make sure that you are relaxed. And सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी बात, if you don't love it, don't eat it. I'm not saying that you have to waste food, लेकिन take your first 3 bites mindfully, experience the taste, flavors, textures जो भी है, enjoy करें. लेकिन अगर आपको वो पसंद नहीं आ रही है, you can definitely stop. So it is estimated that 95% of our behavior ये autopilot पे चलता है. Something that I'd like to call fast brain, and that's because जो हमारे neural networks हैं, which underlie all of our habits, reducing our millions of sensory inputs per second to manageable shortcuts, so that हम ये जो crazy दुनिया है इसको function कर पाएं through our brain. So mindfulness is something that we are discussing today on Go-MMT Radio, because 12th of September is Mindfulness Day. सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है कि आप pause करें. We are so busy running a race that we don't sit back and relax. Problem ये है, while your slow brain knows what is best for you, the fast brain is causing you to take shortcut through life. तो shifting the balance to give your brain more power takes some work. तो थोड़ी सी टिप्स हैं यहाँ पे. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, ट्रिप ओवर व्हाट यू वांट टू डू. अगर आप चाहते हैं कि आप थोड़ी सी योगा प्रैक्टिस करें या मेडिटेट करें, make sure that you put your yoga mat or your meditation cushion in the middle of the floor so that you can't miss it as you walk by. Make sure that these are things that keep telling you कि ये काम आपको करना है. Also, refresh your triggers regularly. Say, अगर आप डिसाइड करते हैं कि आप स्टिकी नोट्स इस्तेमाल करना चाहते हैं टू रिमाइंड योर सेल्फ ऑफ अ न्यू इंटेंशन, दैट माइट वर्क फॉर अ वीक, बट देन योर फास्ट ब्रेन एंड द ओल्ड हैबिट्स take over, right? So try writing new notes to yourself. Add a variety, make them funny so that you can smile when you read it as well. Create new patterns. That's something very, very important. एक जो routine होता है उससे थोड़ा आप कुछ अलग करें. You could try a series of if this then that kind of a thing, message to create easy reminders so that you can give some work to your brain as well. Now, mindful workout, very, very important again. ऐसा नहीं कि आपका ध्यान बस सेल्फीज लेने में जाए क्योंकि you're working out because that's become the trend. Riding a bike, और अगर आप weights lift कर रहे हैं और you're running on the treadmill, what do such exercises have in common? For one thing, each can be a mindfulness practice. Whatever the physical activities, आप डांस कर रहे हो या swim कर रहे हो, instead of simply working out to burn calories, master a skill or improve condition. You can move and breathe in a way that not only gets you and your blood pumping and invigorates every cell in your body, लेकिन आपका जो shift है from feeling busy and distracted, that also should happen, right? So what are the things that you can do? Be very clear with your aim. That is very important. Workout शुरू करने से पहले warm up करें. Get into a rhythm. Don't be too hard on yourself. And settling into a rhythm would take about, say, 10 to 15 minutes. कुछ भी हो सकता है ये. It can be a cardio workout, or if you have trouble doing this, then you can simply focus on your breathing for a couple of minutes and you will find your groove. And then challenge yourself. Try doing something new. Probably if you are doing walking on treadmill, speed को थोड़ी सी बढ़ा दें. You can probably increase your repetitions. या फिर अगर आप weight lifting करते हैं तो increase the weights. Yeah, and something that we always ignore is cool. So make sure that you cool down, and it would take about 5 minutes. Steadily cool down, come to a standstill. Notice how your body is feeling, and make sure that you hydrate yourself, and then yes, please rest. Very, very important. Now, driving can be very, very stressful. I completely understand. But most important thing while you drive is to drive yourself calm, not crazy. सबसे पहले, before you start driving, take a deep breath. Yeah, ask yourself, what do you need? It may be in that moment, to feel safe, to make sure that people who are driving with you are not as stressed as you. Yeah, that is very important. Give yourself what you need. That is also very, very important. And then look around and recognize that all other drivers are just like you, right? सभी को जल्दबाजी है, सभी को ऑफिस जाना है. Everybody is in a rush. So give that little bit of empathy to the person who's also driving. Yeah, chances are that you'll see a number of fellow drivers who look a little bit agitated, but you might also catch that one person who's probably very happy, singing, smiling, and that's going to help you reduce your stress. And yes, breathing, very, 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 very important. Make sure you breathe in, breathe out, and yeah, you'll be fine. Well, that's it for today's episode of Go-MMT Radio. Do let us know how did you like it. आप हमें email कर सकते हैं at headsetgo@go-mmt.com. And leaving you with this track until we meet next time. Stay healthy, stay safe, and keep smiling. This is me, Sonu, signing off.
Hello, Go-Trippers! This is Ranveer Singh, and you are listening to Go-MMT Radio. Head, set, go!
To listen to your favorite Go-MMT radio from anywhere, follow us on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn and Instagram. Visit the Go-MMT radio page for daily updates and enjoy listening to your favorite radio channel.